the highest form of devotion and service. And my true intention behind the Bhagavad Gita related work I do. The definitions of terms such as bhakti and devotional seva or service have been conveniently altered by various people to suit their own needs. This has led to confusion and a lack of proper direction in the common man's path towards the ultimate goal. While we are nearing the end of this 100 SRIMAD BHAGAVAD GITA Shlokas course, let me once again remind you that this course has been designed for true seekers and not for people who prefer to live in a mythical world created by taking the metaphors and symbolism in Vedantic scriptures literally. Misleading people, particularly children, in the name of religion, causes grave harm to society and to nature. The SRIMAD BHAGAVAD Gita warns people against all senseless and bizarre beliefs and practices. Do not forget Shloka 1304 or 1305 in some editions explained in video 93 of 100. Krishna said that the truth has been stated in Vedic hymns and have been described in the Brahma Sutras through reason and logic with unambiguous evidence. Blind faith and belief are, in fact, pillars of organized religions and cults, but they certainly do not belong to the ultimate philosophy of Vedanta that happens to be the highest umbrella under which all faith, dogmas, religions, and their denominations stand. The crucial issue to be handled right at the beginning is duality, or the erroneous idea, thought, and belief that God is some kind of separate being. This faulty perception is the seed of all evils in society. Some people might argue, saying that Krishna asked Arjuna in Shloka 1866 to give up all other ideas of righteousness and religion and to take complete refuge in him, and therefore he must be a separate person. Well, in that case, take a look at the following shlokas. Shloka 1020. I am the self, O Gurakesha, situated within all living entities. I am the origin, the middle, and also the end of all beings. Shloka 1302 or 1303 in some editions. You should know that the Kshetrajna, or the embodied self in all bodies or Kshetras, is me, O Arjuna. Knowing about the Kshetra and the Kshetrajnas is called knowledge. Shloka 1326 and 27, or 1327 and 28 in some editions. The person who truly sees is the one who sees the Supreme Soul or Supreme Bhagavan existing equally in all beings, the unperishing within the perishing. Such a person perceives the same Supreme Bhagavan dwelling equally everywhere, and he does not degrade his own spiritual well-being by mistaking his ego to be the self like the way ignorant people do. He therefore reaches the highest goal. When Krishna says, take refuge in me, it means that one is to overcome all the layers of ignorance that shroud their intellect and to take refuge in one's own true higher self. Acquiring true knowledge of Brahman begins with destroying ignorance caused by various factors that influence almost everyone's life. When a person believes in some god, deity, or whatever, he or she is in conflict with those who believe in some other god, deity, or whatever. People of organized religions proselytize and do not hesitate using even the most violent of methods only to force everyone to believe in their god, deity, or whatever to bring the whole world under one leadership. Vedanta is a free path to discover one's own divinity and realize the truth that there is no duality. Jneyah sanitya sannyasi yona dveshtina kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate, said Krishna to Arjuna in Shloka 503. It means a person who neither hates nor desires the results of his own actions is known to be a sannyasi, or one who has renounced everything. Such a person is free from dualities, O mighty honored one, and is therefore liberated from material bondage. Now, imagine a world in which everyone is non-dualistic. and knows that not only all humans but all living beings are equally divine. It might sound utopian, but it is possible that if such a world were to exist, there would be no discrimination in it, no hate, no violence, and no abuse of Mother Earth. In this Shloka 1868, Krishna says that teaching or explaining to others the supreme dialogue between Krishna, who represents the perfect whole, W-H-O-L-E, and Arjuna, who represents you and me, would be the greatest form of devotional service unto Krishna. This completely trashes all meaningless rites and rituals that are not only useless and a sheer waste of time, but also disrespect Krishna by disregarding his teachings regarding non-duality and universal oneness. To sum up, the greatest devotional service to Krishna would be to acquire the knowledge of the SRIMAD BHAGAVAD GITA and to share it with others. That is exactly what I'm doing. Shloka 1868. Idam paramam guhyam madbhaktesh-vabhidhaa-syati bhaktim mayi paraam krutvaa maame-vaishya-tyasam-shayaha. The one who expounds this confidential knowledge to my devotees has the greatest form of love for me and offers to me the highest form of service. Such a person shall undoubtedly come unto me. Idam paramam guhyam madbhaktesh-vabhidhaa-syati bhaktim mayi paraam krutvaa maame-vaishya-tyasam-shayaha maame-vaishya-tyasam-shayaha. Idam paramam guhyam madbhaktesh-vabhidhaa-syati bhaktim mayi paraam krutvaa maame-vaishya-tyasam-shayaha. Idam paramam guhyam madbhaktesh-vabhidhaa-syati bhaktim mayi paraam krutvaa maame-vaishya-tyasam-shayaha. जो व्यक्ति मेरे भक्तों को इस अति गुह्यतर सर्वोच्च ज्ञान की व्याख्या करता है, उसकी मेरे प्रति सबसे बड़ी भक्ति है और वह मुझे सर्वश्रेष्ठ सेवा प्रदान करता है। ऐसा व्यक्ति निस्संदेह मेरे पास वापस आएगा। இந்த பரம ரகசியமான மிக உயர்ந்த ஞானத்தை என் பக்தர்களுக்கு எடுத்துரைப்பவன் என்னிடம் உயர்ந்த பக்தி கொண்டவன் மற்றும் எனக்கு உயர்ந்த சேவையை செய்பவன் ஆவான். அத்தகைய ஒருவன் சந்தேகத்திற்கு இடமின்றி என்னிடம் திரும்புவான். నా భక్తులకు ఈ గోప్యమైన పరమ జ్ఞానాన్ని వివరించేవాడు, నా పట్ల అత్యున్నత భక్తిని కలిగి ఉన్నవాడు మరియు అతను నాకు అత్యున్నతమైన సేవను సమర్పించేవాడు. అలాంటి వ్యక్తి నిస్సందేహంగా నా వద్దకు తిరిగి వస్తాడు. ನನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ಈ ಗೌಪ್ಯವಾದ ಪರಮ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ವಿವರಿಸುವವನು ನನಗೆ ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವವನು. ಅಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು निस्संदेहವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಬಳಿಗೆ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. माझ्या भक्तांना हे गोपनीय परम ज्ञान सांगणाऱ्याची माझ्यावर सर्वात मोठी भक्ती आहे आणि तोच माझी उत्तम सेवा करतो. अशी व्यक्ती निसंशयपणे माझ्याकडे परत येईल. ഈ രഹസ്യാത്മകമായ പരമജ്ഞാനം എന്റെ ഭക്തർക്ക് വിശദീകരിക്കുന്നവൻ എന്റെ ഏറ്റവും ഉയർന്ന ഭക്തനും എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഉയർന്ന സേവനം ചെയ്യുന്നവനുമാണ്. അത്തരമൊരു വ്യക്തി എന്നിലേക്ക് നിസ്സന്ദേഹമായിട്ട് മടങ്ങി വരും.